realized I never made a daytime bus video, so I figure why not. Today I'm off to the wonderful snowy prefecture of Nagano from Tokyo. And right now I just got to Shinjuku Station, which is one of the largest, if not the largest, station in Tokyo. My bus comes at 10:30 and it's just past 10 o'clock now, so I'm just going to head over to the bus terminal. So yeah, come along as we go from A to B. Shinjuku is the world's busiest train station with 35 platforms. Pandemic or not, it's still a bustling place, and to be honest, I avoid it as much as possible. But with big train stations comes big bus terminals, and Shinjuku is a favorite starting point for many highway buses. The bus terminal is located across the street from the station, but it's accessible underground from the platforms. Just head for the new south exit, and try your best not to get lost along the way. A side note here, I didn't know my camera was set to 25 frames per second for some time. I noticed it later on in the trip, so in a few moments we'll be back up to a butter smooth 60 frames per second. Now this new south exit area is relatively quiet compared to the rest of the station, and on nice days and evenings there will be individuals enjoying themselves in the area outside. The bus terminal is located on the 4th floor, and before you get in there's a temperature checkpoint. And if I don't pass this, there's no bus for me today. Phew, alright, we're good to go. On a midweek morning, the terminal wasn't too busy. During the evening when night buses depart, it can get quite hectic, and it's a good idea to find the bus stop once you get here. Today we'll be leaving from D12. The bus terminal has a family mart, another shop, and a bunch of vending machines. And if you're looking for anything else, well, you're in Shinjuku. Anything you could possibly want is a stone's throw away. The bus was full for today's trip, with many headed home for the New Year's holiday. Once 10:30 rolled around, we were on our way.
Thank you for using Willer Express. This bus is bound for Nagano. This bus will stop at Taobu-Yinemaru, Rural Hotel Nagano, Nagano-Ashimata, Nagano Station. We would like to inform you about our preventive measures against the COVID-19. Please wear a face mask and refrain from talking and eating inside the bus. The air inside the bus is completely replaced constantly. Following announcement are bus manners.
It's about a 230-kilometer journey from Tokyo to Nagano City. Once through the mountain passes, it's smooth sailing to the prefecture's capital. The coach has 4 seats per row with space above to store small bags. There were blankets up there which were available for passengers. There isn't a whole bunch of room, however, so any bulkier items would have to be placed below on the floor or in the trunk beneath. Some Willer Express buses have washrooms, but this one did not. Each seat has a reading light and air control, and if you're taking the bus in the summer, have something warm with you as they tend to keep the AC pretty cranked on the buses. These seats are Willer Express's Relax product, and I find them perfectly suitable for both day and night trips. The seat has a headrest, retractable cover to keep out the light, and a leg rest which extends from beneath the seat. Off to the side, a USB charging port can be accessed. One drawback I found is that divider between the seats, which was installed as part of their COVID control measures. I found it uncomfortable at the shoulders and found myself sitting off-center at times. I think the window seat provides you with just a bit of extra space compared to the aisle seat, and I opted for that on my return journey. And if we rewind back to a time before Corona and my first night bus video, which had the same seat, We can see it without that middle divider, where a cup holder used to be. The seats back then also had a standard outlet. The nice, generous recline offered is the reason why I think it's a great option when traveling at night. It took about an hour to wiggle our way through Tokyo traffic and to get out of the city, and it was about this time when we took our first break. Unlike traveling at night when many shops are closed, it's all open now. Let's head inside and see what we can find. So it was about 11:30 when we stopped at this service center, and you can see there's a Starbucks there, loads of vending machines, and then the main building. And it was actually a pretty nice day today, not too chilly, but you definitely needed a jacket. And it's great just to get outside the bus, walk around, take the mask off for a little bit. On the outside of the building, you'll see these smaller vendors. They're great for handheld, something small, something fast, if the bus is only stopped for maybe 10 minutes. Anything else, you don't have to go inside. And here you'll see there's dozens of options. Anything you possibly want is here, and it's pretty straightforward. Put the money in the machine, they're all number coded, and then hand your ticket to the clerk. It was just a few days before Christmas, so we see a little bit of the Christmas decorations kicking around. When I turned and I saw this tonkatsu place, this kind of caught my eye. It looks pretty good. So if you're looking for a fried pork sandwich or some type of meal, this is the place. And yeah, it looks pretty tasty, I'm not gonna lie. And then the stations, I love how they have this free tea water dispenser. If you have a water bottle, you can fill up with water or tea, or if you have like instant coffee, there's hot water here too. This is great. I always say it's a bit dry on the bus, so it's good just to refill your liquids while you're here. And then off to the left, you can see there's a whole bunch of omiyage and dips and all that stuff. And then at the end, you have these coffee vending machines. Any type of coffee combination you can think of is probably in these machines. There's dozens of options. And then outside on the ends, you can see they just have the washrooms. It was actually pretty busy. It was almost lunchtime here, so lots of cars and trucks at the service station. And what's this? What's that? Dumpling steamed bun. So I actually picked it up, and it wasn't too bad. It was pretty big, and I find steamed buns very filling, so after this I was set for the rest of the afternoon. Anyways, just time to jump on the bus, and then we'll continue on our way to Nagano. We left promptly at 11:55 and started to make our way through the mountains, which separates Gunma and Nagano prefectures. So it's best to take a few moments to look at the entertainment which you can expect. Willard provides free Wi-Fi on board. It's not the fastest in the world, but it gets the job done, and it's easy to connect to. Also, they have their in-bus streaming with their Willard Theater app. This is actually a nice streaming product which has a good selection of videos. I was able to access it on my bus to Kyoto, but for whatever reason I couldn't get to work on this particular bus, unfortunately. Anyway, I love this particular part of the trip. Once leaving the mountain pass, it just opens up and we're greeted with fantastic views of the valley. We got into the city at around 3 p.m. It was a little chillier here compared to Tokyo, and we can see the dusting of snow on the roofs. The bus made a couple prior stops before reaching Nagano Station. Alright, so that's the day bus. It took about 5 hours to get to Nagano with a couple breaks in between. And overall, not a bad trip. Great views of the mountains during the day. I really enjoyed the scenery. It's a lovely day today. The only thing is that they put in that middle console. I think they did it for a Corona, and it's a little awkward. There used to be the cup holders and an armrest there, but they took that away. It's a little awkward with that that divider cushy thing there. But other than that, I mean, for 26 bucks, 25 bucks, not a bad deal. Cheap way to get around the country. And yeah, so anyways, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go check out Nagano now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around next time.